You know, I was just making some tea and toasting some crumpets for breakfast, and it brought to mind an experience I had in South Australia a few years ago. And I thought you might like to hear about it. As I say, I was on an expedition in South Australia, and I was talking to my Aboriginal guide, Jonathan, and I just finished telling him about crumpets and what they were. You know, a doughy bread-like thing that you toast and have with tea. And he was enthralled with the fact that they're not actually for a meal per se, but more for a snack in the afternoon, as I say, with a cup of tea, take a break from the rigours of the workday. And then he told me in turn about something that's called a honey pot ant. And apparently it's an ant that has a swollen abdomen that's full of a sweetish honey-like substance, hence the name. And these ants are used as a food repository for the other ants in the colony. And when his Aboriginal tribe find one of these colonies, why it's like being in a sweet shop, really. They eat it like candy. They bite the abdomens off and then throw away the rest. Didn't really appeal to me, actually, but I could see where it was coming from. A sort of respite, as it were, from the eternal hunt to fill the larder. And one evening we were resting by the campfire after a particularly arduous and somewhat dispiriting day, and Jonathan disappeared for about half an hour. And again, when he came back, he was carrying this fresh honeycomb from a wild beehive that he located in the vicinity. And then he proceeded to mix up some flour and some water until make it a sort of doughy mixture, and then he wrapped it round a stick and proceeded to cook it over the campfire. And we ate this toasted doughy bread like twisty thing, had a nice mug of tea, and covered this bread with a dripping it was with fresh wild honey. And I remember Jonathan saying, "Just like your crumpets, eh, Mr. Declan?" And I could see, I could see where again it was coming from. It struck me that we were very much different on the outside, but inside where it really mattered, we were just the same. Just looking for some colleagues and friends to eat a bit of cake with at the end of the day. And I remember that was one of my happiest memories. And I think that's one of the things that I miss most about my time at Oxbridge, quite apart from the work, of course, was the camaraderie of having some tea cakes and a cup of tea with your colleagues in the lounge after a hard day's work, chatting, shooting the breeze, as they say. Still, it's all gone now. Tea, crumpets, breakfast, and then back to work, eh?